Before the magical adventure begins, leave a like and subscribe to follow our enchanted stories. Your support helps us create even more magical stories for you. Once upon a time, in a humble village, a special Latin. A boy was born with a lucky call, destined to marry the king's daughter. Hearing this, the wicked king sought out the child with a dark plan.
He visited the parents, hiding his cruel intent behind a friendly smile. He persuaded them to give up the child, promising him a royal life.
But once alone, the king rode to the deep river. He intended to send the vessel far away to save his daughter. The king cast the box into the current, thinking the prophecy was destroyed. The king saw the boy was alive and plotted again. He wrote a command to the queen to kill the bearer. The king gave the letter to the youth to deliver. The boy lost his way in a dark, great forest. He found a hut and fell asleep, weary from travel. Robbers returned home and found the youth sleeping there. The robbers had read the letter and decided to save the boy.
When the king returned, he was shocked to find the youth married to the princess.
He demanded to see the letter and saw that the command had been changed.
Furious at the trickery, the king refused to accept the lucky child as his son.
"Bring me 3 golden hairs from the devil," he demanded, "and you may keep my daughter."
He came to a large city, where a watchman stopped him at the gate.
The guard asked why their wine well was dry, and the youth promised an answer. In the next town, a watchman asked why their golden apple tree had no leaves.
The youth declared he would find the cause and bring the answer back. Finally, he reached a wide river where a ferryman rowed him across the water.
"Why must I row forever through this endless mist and gloom?"
The grandmother took pity on the youth and promised to help him. She hid him in a dark corner just before the devil returned.
"I smell man's flesh here."
She scolded him gently and gave him food until he was calm. Tired, the devil laid his hairy head in her lap and slept.
She plucked a hair. He revealed a toad blocked the dry well. She took a second.
A mouse gnawed the tree root.
Finally, he grumbled that the ferryman must pass the pole to another.
With the 3 golden hairs taken, the devil fell back into deep sleep.
She plucked the 3rd hair. The devil roared in pain, but she soothed him.
The ferryman must hand his pole to another to be free. At dawn, the devil awoke and marched out of the cave to hunt. She released the youth, gave him the hairs, and he hurried away with the secrets. The youth returned to the river and told the ferryman to pass the oar. He showed the watchman the toad in the well, and they gave him sacks of gold. He revealed the mouse gnawing the tree roots, earning even more treasure from the guards. With 4 donkeys laden with gold, the lucky child returned triumphantly to the kingdom.
Greedy for more gold, the king hurried to the river.
He ordered the ferryman to row him across immediately. The king dreamed of the vast treasures waiting for him. But the ferryman gave the heavy pole to the king. The ferryman jumped ashore, and the king took his place forever. The greedy king rose back and forth, trapped by his own desire. Courage and kindness found a kingdom, while greed found only an endless river.